Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the sport of kings. Coming up, would Jamaica's reigning horse of the year, She's a Man-Eater, conquer traffic problems in her bid to win the non-such sprint at Caymanas Park? Last month's Barbados Derby winner Gandalf back on track at the Garza Savannah. The latest from TNT's Santa Rosa Park, and the Caribbean jockeys still making headlines in Canada. First to Jamaica. Now with number 4, She's a Man-Eater stablemate Seeking My Dream, a late scratch. The 1 horse, also her stablemate, Mr. Universe at 4-1 odds. 5 Siempre Bueno at 8-1. And the 92 bet Chase the Great, the 2017 Caribbean Sprint Champion on Super Stakes Day. Well, they were the betting public's reading of She's a Man-Eater's biggest challengers. Let's get Brian Rickman's race call now.
They're off. Mr. Universe gets a good start. Perfect Neighbor left at the back. Siempre Buena goes in chase of Mr. Universe. Money Magnet races on the outside of Chase the Great. Campesino is on the rail. They're about 6 or 7 lengths off that lead. She's a Man-Eater will have to do running from behind horses, and Perfect Neighbor is last. They're running to that half-mile marker. They're almost there. And it's Mr. Universe kittering along. Siempre Buena now 3 parts of a length down on the outside. A break of 3.5 to Money Magnet. 2 more to Chase the Great. She's a Man-Eater. Still has a mountain to climb from there. Then Campesino and Perfect Neighbor as the leaders arrive at the 5/16th. It's Mr. Universe tested now by Siempre Buena. They will come into the lane as a team. Money Magnet asked to close the gap, but they're into it now. And Siempre Buena now takes that lead from Mr. Universe, asked to fight back. Money Magnet is toward the outside. Chase the Great in behind, and She's a Man-Eater plying the route against the rail. But Siempre Bueno and Mr. Universe, they're continuing the battle up front. She's a Man-Eater has found room in between horses and now begins to surge forward. She's a Man-Eater surges into the lead and wins the non-such sprint trophy.
At the 8th pole, She's a Man-Eater stuck on the rails, appears to have nowhere to go, but suddenly Chase the Great just to her outside drifts sharply to his right, creating space through the middle, which 6-time champion jockey Omar Walker pounces on immediately. The classy filly gets excited and accelerates rapidly into the lead for a 3rd victory from 5 starts this season.
I've tried to save as much ground and don't go outside of these horses because I realize that Chase the Great is a bolter, so I try to stay inside to save the ground, and when I come up the straight, inside was black, so I just wait, and as I see the space, I just put her in and she just go through it without itching.
The 1-5 favourite, She's a Man-Eater, shouldering the top weight of 57 kilos, easy and impressive in the end for the win by a length and a half. Chase the Great fittingly pursues for second. 1 minute 10.80 seconds, the winning time for 6 furlongs for champion trainer Wayne DaCosta.
I was worried the entire trip until she got that open half a furlong out. She was behind the 8 ball. She broke slowly. She was way behind. She had it all to do at the top of the straight. But guess what? She's just a fantastic filly. She just doesn't know how to she just doesn't know how to lose. She didn't put her wrong foot forward in the final furlong and found her way out.
Now to Barbados. 5.5 weeks after his impressive win in the Massey United Insurance Barbados Derby, the Bills Ink Colt Gandalf returned to the Garza Savannah for the BTBA Sales Graduates Vase Handicap. It was a small field that included last year's winner, Zip Code, with a race call, Rashawn Aline.
The stage is set 3 furlongs from home, and it's Gandalf. Bishop goes to a right on Butterfly as they race down the hill. The half in 49 and 4. 3/4 in 14 and 4, and Gandalf has been there every call. Is Gandalf trying to shake away from Butterfly? He's doing that with a 1/4 mile left to travel. Oberoi is 3rd. Zip Code is now shaking away from Summer again, who's 10 lengths behind Gandalf as they come to the corner. And the best 3-year-old in the land strides into the final furlong. He's repelled Butterfly as they come inside the final stages. Oberoi's keeping to his task, but as they come inside the final furlong, it is Gandalf. From here, just a matter of how far, and the sky may not just be the limit for Gandalf as he courses across the line. He wins by 4.
Top 3-year-old Colt Gandalf, after missing out on the Triple Crown because of his Midsummer Classic disqualification, wins by 4 as a hot 1-2 favourite, beating last year's Derby winner Butterfly and clocking 1:52 for 9 furlongs on the Garza turf, with champion jockey Ricky Walcott riding for champion trainer Victor Cheeseman. The story of favourites winning continuing now with a TNT feature for 3-year-old and over horses rated 90 to 70 at Santa Rosa Park. With Nick Chady on commentary, the even money bet Rocket Wheels makes it look easy from in front.
Rocket Wheels narrowly to Root of Jesse pressing the pace, and Desert Dancer right there in between horses. Blind Date comes off that pace now, falls back into fourth. Gap of 8 lengths back to ICU. Around the turn they go. Rocket Wheels is the leader. 1 length Desert Dancer chasing. Root of Jesse had enough. He's running in third. So too Blind Date and ICU past the quarter pole to the top of the stretch. Rocket Wheels the leader. Rocket Wheels in front here and widening. Opens up by 3.5 lengths. The Desert Dancer. Root of Jesse. Then comes Blind Date and ICU. Rocket Wheels. She beat Pose for a Course. She's going to beat this field too. And she's going, gone. Rocket Wheels under Rico Hernandez. And they'll walk home from here. Blind Date came back for second.
For a third win in her last 4 starts, the 4-year-old filly Rocket Wheels for trainer John Lioto and owner Jerry in a race motors to the easy win by 4 lengths, clocking 1:13.35 under apprentice Rico Hernandez, going 6 furlongs, chased by the 3-1 bet Blind Date. To Canada now. For 8 years in a row, the Barbadian Rico Walcott has been champion jockey at Edmonton's Northlands Park, which is now closed. But the Hastings racetrack has also been a happy hunting ground for the 29-year-old, scoring a massive win last Saturday at the Vancouver racetrack. The $150,000 British Columbia Derby, the 5-2 bet Weekend Wizard, after a substantial lead coming off the final turn, threatened in deep stretch as Walcott closes fast on the inside with the 6-5 favourite Sky Promise, collaring jockey Richard Hamel and the 12 horse and going on to score by 3/4 of a length. Sky Promise, trained by Tino Diodora, clocking 1:51.71 for 9 furlongs, completing a fine Canadian Derby and BC Derby double, both times ridden by Walcott, who had landed the same massive double last year with the colt Chief Know-It-All. Walcott connecting with an added money double on Saturday's Hastings card, scoring by a nose aboard the 3-1 bet Reginella in the Delta Colleen Stakes, defeating Notice the Jewel at 4-1. 12 stakes victories now for Walcott in his 2018 campaign, spanning wins at Northlands Park, Hastings and Assiniboia Downs. Caribbean men controlling the jockeys' colony at so many Canadian racetracks, already an established story. The 2018 Assiniboia Downs season ended Sunday with a tie between TNT's Pravin Badri and Barbadian Antonia Whitehall for the jockeys' title with 41 wins each. Whitehall pictured in the blue silks and Badri in the white, posing with champion trainer Jerry Gorno. Ronaldo Cumberbatch and Tyrone Nelson, other Caribbean riders, filling the other top 4 spots. This the 4th time in 5 years the Assiniboia Downs jockeys title goes to Caribbean riders. Barbadian Chris Husbands, champion in 2014 and 2016, and the Jamaican Chavian Chow. He was jockey's leader in 2015. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.